The Mahact Geen-Sorcerers are a really powerful and nice race. The differences into a normal race comes from the fact that they cannot make any alliances. So here they are hubris. You have no alliance cards and cannot accept any except from the Arborec. Other races can give you a token as a sign of submission. That makes the game different. You start with all techs because when you were exiled, your planet was exiled to another dimension or somewhere. We don't actually know where it was. So you had time all the time that Lasaks were ruling the galaxy to tech. So you developed better units. You didn't do all the techs, but you did the units because you felt that was good. You also had a flagship, but it was on a scouting mission when the planet got sucked back, so you don't have a flagship at the moment. But your flagship is also upgraded if you build one. The other of your abilities are Edict. When you win the combat, you get the race's token, and not from Arborec or Necrovirus. The token gives you abilities. Imperial, you can use the commanders of the races whose tokens you have. So you have two tokens here when the commander is unlocked. Then you can use the races players agents whose tokens you have as well. And it gets better because the Geen-Sorcerer, when a race whose token you have uses their hero, you get the hero. Because if you have a token, that means that you have a specimen of their genes, and then you can sorcerer it to find out the good ability, in this case the hero. And other than that, independent planets do not join you peacefully because you are tyrannical majorly, but you are still a part of the Senate. Yes, some of your abilities has to do with that. Your agent is exhaust to place one mercenary infantry or bribe one infantry in a system where you have a unit. The backtext is much about that you are rich and the other ones are poor, so you actually give away money to get, so you can always get an infantry more. That is good. Commander I did. The hero is unlocked at have 3 gems. I have to do the victory condition. You want to control Megator Rex for 5 turns, and these gems are the symbol of that you get 1 gem per turn. And when you have 3 gems, you unlock the hero, which is probably the most powerful hero in the game. Action: move all units in the space area of any system to an adjacent system that contains a different race's ships. Space combat is resolved in that system. Neither player can retreat or resolve abilities that would move their ships. Then purge this card. So it will become a total carnage, and because in my Realism mod we don't have any limits to how many ships you can have in a system, so it will be horrible, and probably most of them will die. That's okay though. It doesn't matter you. But it's good when you have kept Megator Rex for a few turns, and then a major fleet pops up to want to take it back. Then you can just move it, and that's it. That saves you at least 1 round. Your Star Lancer mech is the same as the Excha. Has Space Cannon 7 on the landing phase when you're being invaded. And you have 2 techs, of course. Your Crimson Legion, which is it comes upgraded as all other races, all other units that you have. But it has a special ability here. If your infantry outnumbers the enemy's infantry, the enemy infantry surrender and return to the closest space dock at the end of that race's turn. But many races do not surrender to you. But because you're so like overwhelmingly charismatic that if you outnumber them, then they retreat, and you are so gracious that you do not kill them. You have another tech. You may exhaust this card before a player casts votes. That player must cast at least 1 vote for the outcome of your choice. which is a quite blah, but it's still there. It's still there. I don't. It's in the line with their manipulative strategy of life. I have to mention this one because because all of your ships are upgraded, it makes a huge difference in the early game because if you consider these are your starting units, so you can use the fighters to explore because they can move independently, of course, because they are upgraded, and all of the other ones can you move too. So you always get well if you want to go to Megathor in the beginning you get there fast, usually on turn 2. Other than that, it's easy for you to take many planets. But because you don't have any allies, the game style is usually that people want to kill you. But of course, if there are other monsters in the game like Necrovirus or Mahact, or the Vulgar Cabal or something like that, of course, they want to kill them as well. So then it gets more interesting. And that's what the game is about. Your Scepter of Dominion promissory note is at the start of the strategy phase, choose one non-home system that contains your units. Each other player who has a token on the Mahact player sheet places a token from their reinforcement into this system. So it's like a diplomacy thing without doing the diplomacy thing. Your upgraded flagship has the ability during combat against an opportunity whose command token is not in your fleet pool. Apply +2 to the results of this unit's combat rolls. So in the beginning, you actually shoot as 3. That is horribly good. But then when you don't have any reason to fight other races besides getting their command token. But that's really useful to get their commanders and agents and then their heroes. So that is really a nice thing to do. That's it. The race is perfect and nice. Come and try it.